And now our watch has ended. This is OCTOMAGIC. Hello everyone, my name is Blair.
I'm Kiran. In case you have watched, in case you decided not to watch the first 4 of these for some reason and are only being introduced to us now,
Honestly, I would
not
be
sure why you
more...
would skip all the way to Dead Men Tell No Tales, but
Honestly,
if you did do that, now you know my name.
yeah, I would be more surprised if you had watched these. Just blanket statement. Welcome to hell. We're here to watch Dead Men Tell No Tales, which is the 5th and final Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
The only one I have not watched all the way through.
It's the only one I have not watched.
Yeah, I got through like the first I want to say like quarter of it. I didn't like leave because it was so bad. I just had to do other stuff, but also it was not. I don't remember it being that good. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Um, I mean, it did all right because it's a Pirates of the Caribbean movie, and they'll probably make a 6th one.
Like they are. That's been like confirmed. They have they're casting Karen Gillan and everything.
I mean, yeah, and they are making a 3rd Tron movie.
I did not know that, but it doesn't really surprise me that much. Although I feel
No,
like the novelty of Tron.
the joke is that they say they are making a 3rd Tron movie, and they've said that for 10 years.
Oh. Honestly, though, I feel like the novelty of Tron has kind of worn off in now that we like literally live in a cyberpunk dystopia. Like, we can't
Also,
really.
Ready Player One. Ready Player
Yeah, that
One is Tron 3, everyone. It's canon. It's canon now.
is. Oh my god. Steven Spielberg actually did manage to elevate the source material quite a bit with that movie, although, like, honestly, it's not hard, even if you're not Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, he both elevated it to be better, but also was faithful enough that it still wasn't great.
Okay, but enough talking about other bad pieces of media. Let's consume this piece of bad media.
Yeah, are you ready?
Yep.
All right, hold on. It is loading on my screen, on my little phone screen. All right, you at 00?
Yes, I am.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1, go. Some flashing light sequences. Oh boy.
There. It's been like 2 seconds. Also, the castle is like evil looking now.
Yeah, why? What happened?
I don't know. For some reason, I like the music notes at the very beginning of this reminded me of like the Reigns of Castamere.
Hmm.
It's kind of a Chad move, not to even give your production company's name and to just expect people to know who they are from the logo.
I'm pretty sure you said that last time.
I might have. I don't really remember.
Look, everyone, it's some bullshit.
Yeah, I don't really. It's giving me strong beginning of Iron Man 2 vibes.
Yeah, it's like they wanted to do one of those big conspiracy theory walls, but it's a pirate movie. So they had to like work with old parchment and wanted posters and shit.
I mean, it kind of works still.
Yeah.
These movies now have started with someone rowing a boat at night. I feel like it's got to be at least 3 of the 5, right?
Hmm. Maybe.
The first one didn't. I know that. I remember that. but I think
The
two
second
did,
one,
and I know three did.
I
Two
thought
and three both did.
I thought two started. What the fuck is this kid doing?
Started with Jack on his boat, and well, actually, it was a coffin.
It was a coffin, yeah. It started with Jack in a coffin. Wah wah. Three started with the
Yeah, the
murder of a
hanging.
small child, yeah. And so
And
does
then
this
and
one.
then it went to Elizabeth on a boat at night.
Yeah.
Not really sure what's going on here, honestly. It's too dark to see anything even.
It's the
Oh, it's the Black Pearl,
no.
right? It's
No,
the raising of the.
no, it's Davy Jones's ship.
Um, I couldn't really tell. Again, too dark to see.
Turn up your brightness, dummy.
Uh, I think it's up as high as it can go.
Flying
Actually,
Dutchman. It literally says it on the side of the boat. They have like
yeah.
a whole
Well, I
shot.
just saw that now. You know who this is yet?
I mean, I think I do because I spoiled the movie for myself
Oh, right. No, I think I know
a
who it
while
is.
ago. Because I was never planning on watching it. So, there you go.
Yeah. What was the kid's name?
Henry.
Okay.
Why do you look like that?
He's got the Davy Jones curse.
Yeah, but no. Okay, but Davy.
Okay, hold on. Let's.
Well, that's good.
Sort of funky exposition, but I mean, it is nice.
Hmm. Okay, so Davy Jones looked the way he did because he fucked up, right?
He refused to do his job.
Yeah. So is Will not doing his job?
I guess he has to not be.
I don't know. Hey, how old is Jack Sparrow? Because okay,
He was old enough to captain a ship uh 13 years before the events of Curse of the Black Pearl.
yeah,
So
but
that
no.
means he's probably at least in his 30s.
Well, he was in his. Well, okay, no, look. So, even if he started off this series in his 30s, right?
Yeah,
This kid is gonna be what, like 18?
probably around there.
So it's been like 18 years, give or take, since
Yeah,
movie 3. So he's like what, 50 now?
should be, yeah.
I don't know. It's just... Your mom is the Pirate King. I...
Is that, do they elect them for life? Is that how that works?
You know, I don't actually know. I mean, we probably would know if we'd watched these closer together. Like, I feel like that would have
Yeah.
been established, but maybe not.
I don't think it ever was.
Maybe she abdicated.
probably did. I mean, I feel like the Pirate King wouldn't be a position that could last for long.
I mean, yeah, because you'd probably kill people.
Wait, the Bermuda Triangle's in this?
Apparently. Well, the Devil's Triangle, Kieran. Jesus.
This is sort of silly.
Fucking men are the worst, actually. Right? He's like, hey, I know something that you would...
Does he know judo? That was clearly a judo throw, but he's like a pirate in 18th century.
Well, yeah, but okay, so it's... Never mind. We can talk about toxic masculinity on our own time.
Idea what's going on still.
Turner works for the British Army, and the British Army is fighting a pirate ship, which is going into the Bermuda Triangle. That's what's happening.
I got that, but like, I don't really.
Wow, great.
Okay.
We don't. That's great. I'm happy. Let's move forward.
For the record, the subtitle on that was "Birds Cawing Eerily." I put them on so that I could actually like see what was being said while we talk.
It's probably
should have
smart.
thought to do it earlier.
Eerie birds.
Like, literally labeled uncharted waters.
So yeah, that pirate ship got fucked.
The same like. This is the same scene from Curse of the Black Pearl, right?
Yeah. But these pirates, these ghost pirates can walk on the water instead of walking under the water.
Wow.
Yeah,
much different. Such original. Wow.
Is it a villain leitmotif?
Davy Jones's theme.
Is it really?
No, it's not the same. It's just not as good. I mean, it's not terrible, but Davy Jones' theme just kind of slaps. So.
Wow. He's a ghost. He's a ghost pirate.
This is really silly.
Oh, hey.
Sure, that would be really impressive if we hadn't seen Davy Jones do it before.
Yeah, right. Womp womp. Oh, hey,
This again. God
it's
damn
the
it.
compass time. Because dead men tell no tales.
Ha ha.
Ugh.
They did it like in
Wait,
the
but
first
you
scene of the
clearly
movie.
can
Second
tell
scene.
tales. You're
It,
dead.
it's him being like he has to quote the title of the movie, but also he's like apparently stuck in here.
Okay. Wait, didn't what's her name, Calypso, give Jack the compass? I thought that was canon. I thought that was the story.
I think so. Remember this character. She's like a Reddit
Science.
fedora bro.
She's what?
She's like a Reddit fedora bro, like one of the I fucking love science people.
Hey, thank you for that exposition about what your character was
Yeah,
about.
the movie really likes to exposit. I didn't notice that when I first watched it.
I mean, look, to be fair, they have to introduce, like, two new characters. And the only way to do that
I
is to
guess.
tell you outright who they are.
Fair. Oh yeah, this is just
Ooh, 5 inches.
Blair.
What? What? It's 5 inches thick.
Like the fact that this like 18th century like imperial British court is burning people alive for witchcraft is related to like that was mostly a Puritan thing, right? And also like Protestants and to some extent Catholics in like mainland Europe. I wonder if the fact that they're going to kill someone for witchcraft here is related to the fact that like there is actual provable evidence in this universe that
Of
magic
magic.
exists.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So this is kind of out of the ride, sort of? I mean, no, it's not.
How do they know he's a pirate? He's just a guy,
He looks a lot like a pirate.
I guess. So it's really telling that they how they introduced Jack in the first movie and like to some extent the second one versus like here this one. Also in the third one, but he was like insane there.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
like
hey!
his
He got his crew back, somehow.
yeah.
Off screen. It's one guy. You have guns.
Yeah.
Why is this taking so long?
It's the thing from Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Why? Oh. Did he.
This is really stupid. It's coming back to me why I decided to do other stuff rather than watch like 2 hours of this. God.
No. You're gonna just lose all of that fucking money.
Yeah.
Hmm. No. Why does it get like the big fanfare music?
Like,
Ugh.
unlike every other movie, including the third one, Jack isn't actually doing anything here. Just being completely passive and literally getting dragged along as stuff happens.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's only been like 3 minutes, so.
No, but like,
Ugh. You're
I feel like
losing
it's
all of your money.
upsetting.
Yay, money! Redistribute the wealth and the capital. Fucking do it.
See Karina escape.
No dogs, no women? What? Were there like.
I don't
Was that a
know.
thing?
Probably no. I don't think so. I mean, maybe like. God,
Ugh.
I hate this.
What? Yeah. I mean, look, it's 5 inches thick.
Stop. Go to horny jail. I've gotten killed by this. It has to be a lot, right?
Probably. Yeah. I mean, they're pirates. Wait, I thought Jack was connected to the.
I'm onto it, I guess. What?
Okay. You know, it actually probably would have been cool if she was a witch. Like. Like, Calypso's gone at this point.
Yeah. That was funny.
Why is she following him?
Who even knows? He's the protagonist.
What? So they'll shoot her?
Understand that this doesn't actually, like, I don't think it's actually intended to make a whole lot of sense. And so when you realize that, like, you kind of have to stop worrying about it.
Hmm.
Just not like. Ooh, key change on the main theme. I think that's actually the first time they've ever done that.
I don't know how keys work.
I mean, I'm not really well versed in have versed in musical theory, but anyway, they changed it a little bit, and it sounds different. Is the point?
Ow. See, like, I could imagine, um, the horses pulling that, um, ugh, you fucking idiots.
Oh, the gold did fall out. You were right.
Hey, what are the chances that that safe becomes important later? Like, they need to use the safe somehow to, like, capture someone or
Normally, I
something?
would say 0, but because this is a Pirates movie, 75%. Why
and
is this
and
movie
five
so horny?
5 inches
Like
thick
all
too.
the time. They've been doing it like
It's good luck being shat on. I mean, how did he get his crew back in the first place?
he's like off screen in the movies. He's always got stuff going on. Oh, Gibbs has visibly gotten older, but Jack hasn't.
Hmm.
Like that was nice.
Yeah,
That's a good moment.
he wants to be on the ocean again.
No, actually, I'm beginning to remember. In between the ridiculous silliness of like dragging banks around and stuff, this movie does actually have some moments of like being like understanding who its characters are and what they want.
Hmm.
Wait, this is the same guy. These like all of these British Navy dudes are like clones of each other at this point.
Yeah, I mean there are no. Yeah, the British kind of stopped being important after movie 3.
So was the St. Martin a Dutch possession?
Hmm. Well, who the fuck is this?
Karina.
Oh, okay. Fuck you. Ugh. I mean, I get the beat, but also, like,
It's worth noting Wonder Woman, which had like the easiest possible opportunity to take that shot, didn't take it. Like I have my quibbles with that movie, but they didn't have her do the "I am no man" thing.
Yeah.
So wait, like
Wait.
she believes in this map that can only be read under a blood moon. It leads to the Trident of Poseidon, but not in magic.
Yeah, I think she should have been a witch. Would have been fun.
Yeah,
I mean, they could have even coded witchcraft as science. Like, it could have been a bit of both.
would have been fun. Right now they have to do this freaking thing again. This scene.
It's pig time. Oof.
Like, I feel like they're rubbing it in a little too much.
Hey, Jack. This is a bad idea. What?
Understand what's going on here. I mean, I might vaguely recall it from the first one, or it might just be that.
Well, clearly, apparently, the thing, the giving up the compass
Compass, yeah.
releases them for some reason. But that wasn't like an established rule, so it kind of just comes off as bullshit.
Wait, didn't they give it to people like a bunch of times throughout the course of the last few movies?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, he didn't like give it to them to own. He
I
gave
guess
it to them to
that might
borrow.
be what is the difference. Like he's like lending it to them versus literally giving it away as
Mm-hmm.
his and not be in his possession anymore.
Okay, so these ghost pirates are pretty cool looking. Like they did
And
come up
they
with
do
the
the visual is good, and the sort of distortion effect on Salazar's voice is pretty cool.
mm-hmm.
Uh, it would have been nice if they had been in the first one instead of the fifth one.
Well, no, they had to do like the skeleton zombie pirates first.
I guess.
I mean, it's that is a little bit more iconically piratey, right? Skulls and all that.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe the CGI wasn't advanced enough back then to do it because the first one came out in like 2002, right?
Yeah, I mean, but like 2002, CGI was pretty good. Like it wasn't that bad.
Why is he why have they been looking for him everywhere if there's only a bounty of £1 on his head? Like they just not the implication was that just like no one cares about his exploits anymore, right? But why is he still the notorious pirate Captain Jack Sparrow? I guess they didn't call him Captain, but you know what I
I don't know. Way to waste like a lot of that Water, my guy. Yeah, it's pretty cool looking. Oh my god, the two like comic relief pirate characters weren't in the last movie. Do you think
Yeah,
they'll will they be in this one?
I didn't notice because they've been like completely irrelevant except for that one scene in the third one.
Mm-hmm.
So this is dumb.
What? What's dumb?
You'll see.
The ship like eating other ships.
Yeah, it like and it looks even more ridiculous from like the side view than from the top.
Mm. This is what a blood moon looks like.
Maybe it is what a blood moon looks like in this universe. Magic is real. Like
That's fair.
it just makes Karina look really silly for not believing in any of this.
It does. I mean, I guess that might not be everyone's first guess, but this is in fact a Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Like he did not grab that fast.
Who's behind him?
Why does he? Why would he list his parents' name? Well, because he.
What? Because he knows.
Oh yeah. Oh, ugh, gross. Gross.
Pouty lips? I don't know if that's what I would describe that actress as having.
Italics put the map, or the subtitles put the map can no man can read always in italics.
Hmm. Ugh.
Pawn off the compass was an interesting beat, especially like show how into despair he's fallen. But I feel like they've dragged out this like a little bit too long. That was funny.
No, he didn't.
He did
Oh,
actually.
he did? Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
It's the same thing that Will said.
Ew. Barbosa. Don't be fucking gross.
He has like a golden peg leg now. Look at this fucking guy.
That was necessary. I mean, yeah, possible. You dummy.
For Cernus.
Why? Why does Salazar
He's
care?
a pirate. He hates pirates because of Jack,
He just hates all pirates?
I guess.
So this is a witch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because Teodalma transformed into Calypso. They could have just like actually. What? Who? What? So those are those Hindu letters on her face and body?
I don't know.
Looks like it.
Maybe.
Anyway, I feel like they could have done this more interestingly than just making her Teodalma 2.0.
True. Everybody keeps saying that. So, yeah. Wait, how did you get. Wait, no! You. What? You have your ways? Fuck you.
Is Barbosa now the official owner of the compass? Or does
I,
Shauna own it? Or Shanza? Or is it like the guy who he pawned it off to? This is really confusing.
yeah, wait, hold on. So does each person in this chain end up like with the thing that they are afraid of like
So,
showing up? Is this
hold on. What is
witch
going on here?
his uncle who's like another rock star, I think?
Why did they let him talk to the guy?
I don't know. He might. Is he going to be important later? What was I saying? Right. So does each person in the chain of giving someone the compass have like their own fear released? What's this witch lady's greatest fear? It is it actually pronounced guillotine? I thought it was guillotine. Like the L's were.
That's what I said.
Well, it didn't come through, so.
Uh,
Yeah, I feel a like a high-ranking British officer of noble birth would probably be able to speak French a little bit better.
maybe they care.
Hmm. Hmm.
God damn.
I mean, it'll be full of your head too soon as
Scene
well.
is not good. Let's be clear about that. Like, it just this just drags on and on and on
Whoa, that worked.
and on. See, she is a Reddit bro.
Ugh. I, ugh, dude.
They like
Wow, you're really good at this.
say that.
Wait, what the fuck? No, that's not how physics works.
Yeah, this is just like, you see what I mean about this just going on and on?
Yeah, like I can imagine it falling over somehow, like pivoting, like that's acceptable. I can't imagine it like doing a full 730-degree spin.
120, but yeah.
Well, it did. It did. It. I don't know. I don't know how numbers work. Just cut her free.
Shouldn't be that difficult.
I guess he's kind of preoccupied right now.
I guess.
Though, like, the real question is, why do they...
It actually could have been pretty fun if not for the ridiculous guillotine stuff and the, like, the whole bit with Jack and Karina. Although it was kind of funny, I guess. But, like, it all sort of, like I said, drags on.
So, why are they saving... I guess they're saving her because Turner told them to save her because she has the map.
Money. I mean, he, like...
Ugh. This movie is pretty horny.
Yeah, they've, like, been slowly escalating it ever since the third one, I think.
Ugh. Prisoners now. Wait, didn't Turner fucking, like, save you just now?
Yeah.
Wait, weren't they just recently like, hey, you don't have a ship? If... But...
I mean, it's kind of a shitty ship is the obvious thing.
Yeah, but, like, if it's able to sail, then I don't understand why they've been bitching about it. Like, why not just go? Whatever. The Dying Gull? That's the name of the,
Again, just let them have a cinematic moment for once. Jesus Christ. Oh, also, the Hoist the Colors theme is back.
Yeah.
I always liked that song.
You know, I almost thought for a second that the boat was gonna, like, back into that seagull and, like, hit it. Yay! What does Barbossa want most? Hey, doesn't he still have that cool magic sword?
He does. Yeah, you can see it. Sheathed to the side there.
Yeah, that's really silly looking.
Isn't it?
It's also kind of cool. Like, I'm into it. I think it's sort of like a ridiculous
No, it
kind
just
of
looks
fun.
really silly from that side.
Okay.
I guess they could have pulled it off somehow, but it just,
Yeah, these ghost pirates are pretty fucking cool. Kiss.
Really, like a pretty good villain set piece.
Yeah. Wh- by tomorrow? That's a pretty tight fucking timeline you gave yourself. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, it's a fucking prophecy. They have to be needlessly vague. Really, Jack, you're gonna kill.
He's, but she doesn't know his connection to him. I don't think.
What? No. He knows. Jack knows
No,
that Turner. It's.
Jack knows who Henry is, but Karina doesn't. So she doesn't know that Jack won't actually kill him.
Hmm.
Was a real pirate punishment.
They're just fucking with her. Ugh. Still gotta hurt though, right? Like that was like a
Being
story or
killable.
two fall.
Threw him into the water and then he climbed into the boat.
Wait, so the British just know about this witch lady?
I feel like Johnson here is on the same tier as like Kali Ma people from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom in terms of like racist portrayals of Indian spiritual beliefs and Hinduism. She is coded as like South Asian, right?
I think so. I don't know. Pirates of the Caribbean has never been good about race.
Yeah, like Temple of Doom came out in the '80s, and this movie is just a few years old.
Hmm.
They have really no excuse. And Temple of Doom didn't have much of an excuse either, but this one has even less. Moment because we get a little bit of the old Jack back, who's like actually a dangerous pirate
Mm-hmm.
instead of just being a drunken mumbler all the time. Just really dumb.
So I get. Here's the thing. I get that the idea that the map is like a star map, right? Um, but this shouldn't be surprising to these people. Like, pirates and ship captains and stuff chart with the stars, right? This isn't new.
I mean, probably the like extra little bit of stuff that you have to do with the blood moon that like throws people off. It is a little weird they were like confused when she said it was a star map.
Yeah. So he's not even a ghost pirate. He's a ghost pirate hunter.
Back sequence. Double Eagle is on the sail.
The Silent Mary? Was that his ship name?
Yeah.
Hmm. I mean, just new pirates would show up, though, right?
He like destroyed the presumably like the Brethren court of his time, I guess.
Yeah, but like, just but more people would become pirates. Like that's how
I guess he would
crime and
decide to
economy
go out and kill
works.
them then. Salazar is not really a sane man.
Hmm. Yeah. They did a pretty alright job with the young CGI.
How is it still intact? Didn't Salazar sink it?
No. I think he.
Oh, it's like the last one not sunk in the fleet.
Yeah, like a bunch of the people fell off and they shot him in the ocean, right?
Mm-hmm. Like the Han Solo thing from Solo.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair,
They don't have to have been given their names. They can just be their names.
that's true.
See this maneuver in the first one,
Do we? Hmm.
with an anchor instead of by tying the ropes around a rock, but it's the same principle.
Hmm.
Call it club hauling, I think, in that movie, although I don't know if that's accurate. So wouldn't that smash him into the rocks? Like, look at that. Look at how tight that gap is.
Yeah. I mean, the easy answer would have been that him and all of his crew got on like the escape boats and escaped before they entered.
Would be
But
less
like,
of a demonstration of Jack's like captaining skills, I guess.
yeah.
Why is the ship exploding?
Uh,
Oh, that's a cool.
I don't. Why is the ship exploding? Is there like gunpowder in the ship that was lit by
The
something
lava,
in the water?
lava,
Lava.
right? Like you can see underneath the like red glow. It's like
Yeah.
assumed it was lava because like the ground, the seafloor was cracking open.
Yeah.
Fun scene. I think that was like that's probably going to end up being one of the highlights of this movie, honestly.
Wait, shouldn't he already have that piece of 8 because his like father was one of the like
I don't think so. I don't think that's how it works.
I don't really know how the pieces of 8 work. It's not clear. Oh, I see. It's magic lava. Why would he give himself such a short fucking timeline, right? Seems
He probably figured if he gave himself any longer, Salazar wouldn't agree and would just kill him on the spot.
mm.
Like, better to have a small chance than no chance at all.
Ugh.
And could have, like, half of
This
these fucking jokes, if you would cut all of the sex jokes in this movie, it would be like half an hour shorter.
maybe, yeah. I feel like Gibbs is kind of the like
I've said this already, right? Gibbs should get to be a captain.
yeah,
He's way better at this than like anyone else
yeah.
in the crew.
What? Just running for it.
Spanish captain guy from the last movie should have just like combined him and Salazar somehow. Would have been a really, rather than introducing like a brand new character who's supposed to be important to Jack's backstory, could have like established him as being important, and then like, I mean, that would have created a whole new arc for that movie. But I think it would have been worth it.
Maybe.
Freaking, oh god damn it!
Yeah, they're gonna jump the shark.
Christ.
So wait, so what force is animating these zombie sharks? Because they're not near the
Force.
magic fire, and they just what the fuck?
Swam into the Devil's Triangle. want them to make Jack Sparrow canonically bi now. Like, it would make sense, right? His thing is we've seen him flirt with almost everyone. So I feel like if they wanted to, like, I don't know where I'm going with this. I feel like it would just be fun.
Maybe. I think it probably would have been more fun um, if they had started with that idea. Because I don't think he has he's flirted with women.
They should have done it from the beginning, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So the shark is jumping over them instead, as it turns out.
Yeah. It's a really effective move, I've heard. Yeah, if I was a shark, I would like jump in such a way to just completely avoid touching my prey.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. So wait, was your pitch that the Spanish guy in the last movie was actually Salazar, or that Salazar was actually the Spanish guy?
Yes. Like, instead of having him be cursed as part of Jack's backstory, I would have had him be. Okay, I'm going to save this for for the end of the movie, because I'm still sort of coming up with this on the spot, like this part of the pitch with relation to Salazar and the Spanish captain from 4.
Mm-hmm. Really? This is going to work?
How?
Why would the shark be running away from the pirates?
It's going after. This almost manages to be cool, but because of all the silliness that preceded it, it kind of falls flat.
Hmm.
How is it being?
Sure. Whatever. Can these pirates walk on land?
I think so.
Yeah, hey, surprise! Magic is real, you dummy.
Handle Karina coming to this realization much better, I think, rather than just having her run away.
Mm-hmm. Because he wants to kill you, you idiot. Have you not been paying attention to the plot of this fucking movie?
I only met Salazar once.
Hmm?
I only met Salazar once. Oh, goddammit, are they going to do another, like, trapped by angry natives plot in this freaking thing?
Probably not. I think they probably burned that bridge.
Or, I mean, because Karina just got caught in a snare.
Oh, that is true. What? Holy shit, Gibbs.
These guys aren't good people. Like, we kind of don't get reminded of that very often, but they're really not.
Hmm. Oh God, are they gonna do Hangman Bay? Hmm. So these are just other pirates? It's a pirate island?
Do we have an accord?
Hmm. I mean, that is a good, like, way to keep him in the plot, right? We can't
Yeah.
go on land for some reason, so.
Deal with this?
Hmm?
I have no idea what's going on. When stupid.
This is really dumb.
This is gonna like half a freaking hour to this movie, and they could cut all of it without losing anything. Why do they keep doing this? Every single Pirates movie has one of these ridiculous diversions, and it
Hmm.
like destroys the plot for that period of time. What's going on? I hate this.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
I hate this. Like actually, just
See, that's the kind of technicality bullshit that is fun with these pirates movies.
yeah, but also
This was completely unnecessary.
yeah, like what even why
Holy shit, it's been 5 years?
because it was trapped before the fourth one.
Hmm. Wait, that's all it fucking took? You just had to break the bottle?
With it, he's using like the super sword of Blackbeard. So
Oh, yeah,
I
okay.
don't know what it was called, but it's like magic. So
Oh, hey guys, it's Ant-Man and the Wasp. You know what? Having the Black Pearl like disappeared in the yeah, having it like not be in the fourth movie and having like this big moment of returning it kind of feels like a good idea for like an outline of a new trilogy, right?
yeah. Why do Karina and Henry look sad? They've never even seen it before.
I mean, I imagine they're sad because they want to escape this fucking island.
Fair. Medallion Calls is back. Why do I know all these songs? How do I know? I don't even know how I know the soundtrack themes, but I do.
From Pirates of the Caribbean Online, probably.
I don't think so. Is he not undead anymore?
Why was he undead in the
He
first
stole one of
place?
the medallions from the chest after the curse was broken on the rest of the crew.
Right. Of course. Well, it's not nighttime, right? He's only a zombie at nighttime. Oh, just some other ship.
Been doing in this plot.
Yeah, so these people kind of suck.
Yeah.
Wait, what's this special thing about a woman controlling a ship? Fucking Elizabeth Swann. I hate
She
to keep
did, but I
harping
mean,
on this. Is the pirate queen? Like, what the fuck?
yeah, like I was gonna say women on ships were thought to be bad luck sometimes, but also, yeah, Elizabeth was like the pirate king, so I don't know.
Hmm.
I mean, there were female pirates in real life, though.
Yeah. Why would she apologize?
That was kind of fun. Marina is actually like a decent character underneath like the not great writing of this movie.
Yeah. I can't wait for her to never return.
Yeah, so they're axing her and Henry for Karen Gillan's character in the next one.
Probably, yeah. Hmm. It is kind of unfortunate that 4 and 5, like, that at this point, they're just coming up with new plot points and then not actually following up on that over and over again.
Yeah, they've made a really bad botch job of these last couple movies.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, like, we're saying that this is not a great film, but it's also not that bad. I feel like its badness was overblown. It's just kind of a pirates movie, and all the pirates movies are.
Didn't you say about Batman v Superman that it had the skeleton of a good movie?
Yes.
That's what this is.
Yeah, the Batman v Superman is really interesting because, like, the pitch of
This is
combining.
interesting. Listen to this right now, and then we'll talk about that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Really pretty decent.
Yeah.
The game for Barbosa to suddenly develop self-esteem issues, isn't it?
I don't know if that's self-esteem issues, right? Like, they're all terrible people. Him knowing that he's
I
not a
guess it's.
great.
I mean, it's a little weird that he's finally acknowledged that after all this time. Before, like, he's like always been sort of aware of it, but he's never come out and said it. I
Mm-hmm.
guess. Anyway, pirates, and
Yeah.
maybe
What were we talking
Superman.
about?
Skeleton of a good movie. Like
Yes.
this movie is like it could be good without like too much tweaking. It just isn't really like the actual execution of it is not that good for the
Yeah.
most part.
Yeah.
It shines through a couple of times.
Yeah. The
Or
pitch
it was kind of the
of
same.
combining the death of Superman with the Dark Knight Returns was a good idea. I think that could have
Yeah.
worked.
For once, they actually managed to pull off something good with the like ship eating people thing.
And then they do
But
it
it
from the
is
side
sort of
again.
strange. It's sort of strange for these guys to like be chasing them through the whole movie, only to just like get wrecked by Salazar all of a sudden.
Yeah. Wait,
So what happened to the rest of Jack's crew?
I thought the Black Pearl was faster. Right? I thought it was
Should
faster
be.
than their ship. Hmm. Yeah, this sure does seem like Salazar's ship is faster than the Black Pearl. Hey, Kieran, we have another hour left in this movie.
Really?
Yeah, it's 2.5 hours.
Mine says 35 minutes left.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Wait.
Yeah, no, I remember at the beginning it was 2 hours and 9 minutes.
So Google lied to me? Hmm.
Really can't harm the ghost pirates though, right? Like the swords and guns just would go right through them.
Yeah. Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, you know what? It might have been cool if it was just the ship, right?
What do you mean?
Like what if there was just no people on this boat and it was just this horrifying like sentient boat that just destroys shit and like I think that could have been pretty cool.
It's been
It's
hard to pull off well.
yeah. You would have to give motivation to a sentient boat though, which would be really fun.
The fact that Salazar is here and can like actually talk and stuff is important, I think.
Yeah, probably.
It's sort of hard to tell what's going on.
What do you mean the stars will be gone? I don't know if that's how stars work.
What the hell? Oh, there hasn't been a single actual sword fight in this movie. Like we've seen some people like dueling with swords a little bit during these fight scenes, but we have not seen an actual like
Sword
battle.
fight, yeah.
I mean, there's this. I mean, it's barely even like
Yeah, it was like
it's over
30
already.
seconds. Yeah. It's kind of a ways away.
Are they gonna beach the ship?
They can't. If they beach the ship, they're gonna fucking disintegrate.
No, the Pearl crew.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, apparently they are.
Salazar went with Karina anyway, or with Henry.
I don't know. Hostages are useful.
I guess, but he doesn't seem like the kind of person who would take hostages. He just prefers to kill everyone generally.
Hmm.
The only reason he took Barbossa's crew captive was so he could start like killing them to make a point.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's sort of
And
hostage
wait,
taking.
how come Barbossa's magic sword has not been used to control any ships?
You're right.
I feel like that would have been useful when he was tied up in his own rigging.
Yeah. Wait, did that happen? I must have missed it.
Yeah, well, he was tied upside down in rigging, and that's when his crew was being killed.
Oh yeah. What is this?
This is the island that has the trident on it. Oh, that's pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, but also how? What?
Oh, come on, it's magic.
I don't.
There are stars missing? That is
One star.
existential.
It's the ruby. She's gonna have to take it off the book and put it in the thing.
It seems existentially horrifying. Like if you can just like remove.
Okay, this is pretty cool though.
You could
Actually,
just remove stones from this island, and then like the stars disappear, right? In real life.
I think that's how that works.
I mean, it's not, but it would be fucking scary if it was. Wait, did did Barbossa not fucking if
Don't
Barbossa
know.
gave her the crystal, how does he not know about the island? Like what the fuck?
I mean, he probably just put the pieces together, like in a metaphorical sense. Like he figured it out.
Hmm. Hoses Boses, he's doing a Moses. This is actually a pretty cool set piece idea.
So, like, I haven't really like processed this as I've listened, but Poseidon is real in this universe.
Yeah, apparently. And he also controls the water, unlike Calypso, who
Whether he's gonna possess his body.
also controls the what? What the fuck is happening there?
He's Salazar is gonna possess Henry's body so that he can walk on land.
Yeah, that's just a power he has and knows he has. Like, he didn't even know that he couldn't step on water, on land. Like, what the fuck? That's a pretty cool looking trident.
Fight.
So they can go under the water. How does Jack know? How do they know what's happening to Henry? I mean, I guess he does now, clearly. She did she just kick the magic curse destroying trident?
I guess. And Jack just now was a little bit.
That's not good.
Turn now?
What?
Oh, no, never mind.
Wait, but you're on land.
Yeah, he used the trident to break that part of the curse.
Oh, that's not good.
Delivery.
I would. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Poseidon, a like having this magic power to like control the ocean, which is coded as like the body of Calypso.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Seems weird.
Shouldn't the artifact have been related to Calypso in some way?
Like
Like,
it,
they already had a sea god in this movie, in
they
this series.
did. They did.
Throwing him around instead of just killing him.
Yeah. What?
What they're getting at here, although they're not explaining it very well. Bottle the pearl was in?
Oh, if they break the trident. Okay. Huh.
Well, now they're all gonna get crushed by the ocean and die, aren't they?
I mean, probably. Wait, so it breaks every curse in the sea. Which. Uh, so they are a curse?
I mean, obviously they're cursed, right?
Okay, so they are cursed, and now they are mortal.
Yeah, they were cursed by the Devil's Triangle.
Okay.
Salazar, I guess, was going to use the trident to break only the part of the curse that kept him from stepping on land. Now the whole curse is broken and they're no longer ghosts.
Yeah. He seems pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
But wait, is the Flying Dutchman a curse? Like
I
it
mean, yeah,
seems.
we've seen that it is.
I mean, it is, but also it's like a fundamental job of like he's a psychopomp, right? Like it's a job of the afterlife of the universe.
I
That's
look for Barbosa actually.
yeah. Well,
He like he always looked really silly in all the ridiculous finery, but he kind of like just dressing up like a normal pirate kind of suits him.
yeah. I mean, hey, like is is Barbosa being alive a curse? Because Calypso brought him back, but like
I don't think
kind
so.
of conditionally. Like,
Well, I mean, if Jack's not dead, then Barbosa also shouldn't be dead.
yeah,
Jack was also brought back from Davy Jones' locker.
true. What about the sword? Does the sword no longer work? I feel
Sword is
like
probably no longer magic. It may not. I mean, it depends on whether or not it was considered a curse. I don't know if it was.
yeah.
He's just going to leave all the rest of them to die.
I mean, there's not a
They're
lot.
leaving all the rest of them to die.
There's not a lot else he can do.
I guess.
Sure. Uh-oh. Use the sword. The sword controls the ship. Jeez. Hmm.
We'd seen that tattoo earlier.
I don't think we've ever seen that before.
Yeah. I like that answer. Climax has actually, in general, been pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, except for the well, it wasn't really the climax. Never mind. The fucking fake wedding was dumb though. It was completely superfluous. Heroic sacrifice? Nice. Jack, what was your fucking arc in this movie?
Actually.
Was Barbossa the only one with an arc?
Oh my god, Barbossa was the main character all along. God damn it. Uh,
Like, she learned magic real. He learned nothing. And Jack
Jack also learned nothing.
is maybe less drunk, but like, for no reason.
Jack, like, I guess Jack's arc was that he, like, decided not to give up on being a pirate. At the beginning of this movie, he was ready to pawn the compass for a drink, and now he's, like, the pearl back, and he's ready to,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So, like, they could have definitely fleshed that out a lot more in the time that they were having him, like, get fake married or whatever.
They could have fleshed out her. And,
Well, her and Jack, really.
yeah. Well, her and her relationship with Barbossa, right?
Yeah. Wait, is this the same island where Will and Elizabeth settled? Well, I guess Elizabeth settled down.
Were they boned down hard?
Is Elizabeth gonna be in this movie?
5 inches? Ugh. I mean, I guess she's not an incel anymore.
True. Was that the like uncurse broken Flying Dutchman? That's fun. Or uncursed,
Oh,
I
wow.
guess.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Hey. Is Elizabeth gonna be in this movie? Like, I feel like they might just not show her.
Yeah, that would be weird.
It might, like... she... Fucking Henry's entire life has been defined specifically by his father and not his mother even a little bit.
So much for the Pirate King.
Yeah.
She is in this.
Hey.
Definitely not having aged 20 years.
Right? I mean, neither has he, but he's immortal.
Yeah.
I do kind of like the idea of finally giving them a happy ending.
Like finally moving on for real this time from Will and Elizabeth to like new cast.
I mean, good luck with that.
And I guess Henry and Karina are just gonna settle down and never do this again.
What happened to your hat?
Fucking god, if in the next movie he shows up like drunk and poor again and having like lost all his ship and stuff, I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah.
Give him the chance to actually like be the captain of the Black Pearl for a movie, because he's never actually
Movie 2, right?
yeah, for like 5 minutes.
No, he never... I don't think he
Oh
gives
no,
up.
he spend most of that movie. I guess give him the chance to be captain of the Black Pearl while not being chased down by someone trying to murder him.
Hmm.
Like all of these plots have been someone with a grudge against Jack so far.
They have.
Sort of like Tony Stark in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like all of the villains just draw everyone's.
Yeah. It's all about Jack all the time, forever. Well, no, because Bootstrap. Davy Jones was a good villain because he tied into both Jack and Will. Like
But
I thought.
he was still primarily there for Jack, right? Like Will had a thing with Davy Jones because of Bootstrap, but
Davy
Davy Jones's
Jones.
motivation was to make Jack make good on his deal with him.
Yeah, Davy Jones was
Or not his
motivated.
motivation exactly, but his goal for that film.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of which, I now have to go through. Well, not have to. I'm
Don't.
going to go
So
through.
so I think there's an end credit scene. Like there's always an end credit scene to these
Yeah,
Pirates
you're
movies, right?
probably right.
Um, and unlike the other ones, I don't think we've seen this.
Yeah.
So while the credits are rolling,
On the other hand, there's 10 minutes of end credits, so do have time to do this, I think.
yeah, while the end credits are rolling, you should tell us your pitch, your idea
Okay,
for
so
Pirates.
the general idea behind my take on the series is that there's a few specific elements that the Pirates movies use over and over again that people like to see in them. So they do like the action adventure swashbuckling sequences, obviously, like those are it's a pirate movie. They do like supernatural piratey stuff, like Tidalma and all the ghost pirates and zombie pirates. And this that we saw it a little less in this movie. But usually they do some sort of schemy backstabby plan thing, or set of plans that have multiple people are trying to double cross each other. 3 in particular had a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
And the overall thematic arc of the series is the whole end of the age of piracy / freedom and living forever thing. Uh, we've been discussing that a fair amount over the course of this Let's Watch, so that should be obvious. Okay, so the first one, Curse of the Black Pearl would be pretty much the same, except that it would introduce Beckett as a. Okay, well, actually, the original plan that I had for this involved Beckett being the I'm gonna destroy magic and piracy guy. I think you and I discussed during the last movie that it would work better to have the Spanish pirate captain be that character, especially given if we're combining him with Salazar, that is Salazar's motivation. So I might end up changing this on the fly as I go along. But
Well,
anyway, the
Salazar's
first one,
motivation was to kill all pirates.
yes, and part of that he would accomplish by destroying magic and using the trident, and I don't know, maybe using the trident of Poseidon. But anyway, the first movie would be be more or less the same, except that Beckett is in it as sort of this greater scope villain, man behind the man guy. And we hint at Davy Jones, we hint that Jack got the pearl through not entirely normal means, that he got it through magic or something. We might have Barbossa survive depending on how the next movie turns out. Okay, and from there, the plan was, instead of moving on to Dead Man's Chest, we move on to an alternate version of On Stranger Tides. And we get Jack, Blackbeard, Angelica, the British and Spanish navies, and all of these people who are trying to double cross each other for this for one. I mean, honestly, it doesn't really matter what the goal of the movie is. It's probably still Fountain of Youth. The Spanish still show up to destroy it at the end, and we get the post credit scene shows that Davy Jones is showing up because of all the craziness that they have caused.
Wait, why?
Then we go to Dead Man's Chest.
Why would you put Stranger Tides as the second movie?
Because it's a little early to introduce Davy Jones, I think, and it's part of the overall. It's kind of just in there to have to make it so that the crazy backstabbing plans don't interfere with all the other movies, and to have that just be spirit of that one film and not to confuse the plots of everywhere else.
Hmm.
And also to have Blackbeard and Angelica and stuff because they were fun. We don't. It's not like we want to just cut them. So there's that, and then we go to Dead Man's Chest, and Man's Chest is kind of the same, except that we cut the whole like Chased by Angry Natives, Pelagos Ghost Island bit, and we give more development to the characters. And then so the big change I would make to this movie is that Jack actually manages to get all 99 of the souls that Davy Jones like demands he get, and he turns them and Will over to. He's about to turn them and Will over to Davy Jones, but at the very end of the movie, his like heroic sacrifice thing where he fights the Kraken is done so that Davy Jones gets him instead of them because he has like a change of heart, right? Uh, about like because he realizes that he's basically like selling these people into slavery. He has an attack of conscience and decides he doesn't want to do that. So at the last minute, gives himself up, joins Davy Jones's crew, and Will and the Pearl crew and everyone else get to go free. This might not be a thing that's revealed until the last movie. Um, so uh, then we go to another movie that's not really directly connected to any of the like actual films that in the real life saga. Um, and so the pirates are the pirates are trying to break Davy Jones's curse. And because okay, so what I was thinking was at the end of Dead Man's Chest, we could do what the real Dead Man's Chest did and have Norrington turn the heart over to Beckett, so that Beckett now controls Davy Jones's crew and the Flying Dutchman, right? So now the pirates and Beckett, his motivation is that he wants to use the Dutchman and use like pirate magic to control the seas and like basically use them on behalf of the British Empire and the East India Company. And so the pirates are trying to break the curse. And they travel the seas searching for the 7 pieces of 8, not 9 in this version, to make it a little bit more streamlined. And then the pieces of 8 were going to be like all of these objects related to previous pirate curses. So like Blackbeard's sword, one of the chalices from the Fountain of Youth, one of the Aztec medallions, and so on. And we would bring together all of these objects from the previous movies and then like do 1 or 2 that were like unique to that movie so that they could travel all over, maybe look for Captain Kidd's treasure or go to like see the Barbary pirates or the Japanese wokow or something, and like build up the Brethren court that way. So their half of the movie is like the Pearl crew traveling around trying to find these things. The other half of the movie is Jack and Bootstrap Bill and Davy Jones on the Flying Dutchman, talking about the curse, and Jack trying to figure out whether he wants to like be immortal and stay on the Flying Dutchman in like as its enslaved crew member, or whether he wants to like break the curse or become mortal again. And it's sort of Bootstrap and Davy Jones here are like the shoulder angel, shoulder devil thing, with Bootstrap being like, no, this sucks, we should be free, and Davy Jones being like, no, you deserve it, stay here and be immortal. So yes, and this is where the original plan I had diverges from some of the stuff that we came up with, because the original plan was for Beckett to be the like destroy all piracy guy, and there was a whole thing, but I'm gonna say instead at the end of the 4th movie, they successfully break the Dutchman curse. Jack is freed. Jones is freed. Bootstrap is what?
Hate to interrupt, but I think the end credit scene is starting.
Okay. I'll get to that. I'll get to the rest of this after we watch this. So that makes no goddamn sense.
Yeah, that makes no goddamn sense. Why would why so why would
Curse is supposed to be
Davy
broken.
Jones fucking died, right?
Yeah.
It's not, he wasn't cursed, he was murdered. Someone stabbed him in the fucking heart. Right?
Also, the reason he had like the tentacle face and stuff was because of the curse. So if he's alive, why does he have it? Also, they do the Latin American Spanish version after the end credit scene so that no one sees it move.
Well, clearly it's because he's Davy Jones is the most interesting bad guy. This like the one that everybody likes,
obviously,
and they want to bring him back.
Yeah. So speaking of which, we get going back to my pitch, we get Davy Jones and Bootstrap like trying to convince Jack to either stay cursed because he's immortal and won't die, or break the curse and be free. And Jack ultimately decides to side with Bootstrap and help the Pearl crew break the curse. And that's the end of that movie. And then the fifth movie is like we bring back the Spanish captain guy. It turns out that he got cursed after the Fountain of Youth was destroyed, and he blames Jack for it. And he is like a composite with Salazar now. And his motivation is that he wants to destroy all magic, destroy all pirates, and like purify the seas, as he said in this movie. So like they capture. I'm not sure if I want to have it either be. I want to have the like sea magic thing be Calypso herself or the Trident of Poseidon, but either way, Salazar gets a hold of it during this movie, the alternate version of Dead Man Tell No Tales, and the pirates are trying to get it so that they can use it against him. And then so they take it, Salazar takes it and he's about to use it, but the pirates get it. Sorry, this is like I'm coming up with all of this like on the spot, like trying to combine the thing I wrote with the thing that I just thought up, and it's becoming a little awkward. But anyway, like it's the same theme again, like right whether the pirates are gonna like use this magic or use Calypso or the Trident to like control the seas, or whether they're going to like free it or them or her. The big thing is that like the ritual to free the ocean, to free Calypso, to destroy the Trident, whatever, requires a human sacrifice. They can't figure out what to do, like who's going to give themselves up. Salazar is closing in, maybe with the whole Spanish Navy even. And then Davy Jones. I was actually thinking that Davy Jones would be the one to sacrifice himself to free Calypso and like undo the thing that he originally did, telling the Brethren Court how to like lock her up. So I originally this was going to be like Will decides to be the one to carry out the human sacrifice and becomes the new captain of the Dutchman. But I don't think that can happen anymore if his curse gets broken at the end of the fourth one. He might just die. And then for Barbosa to like show up with the Brethren Court at the very end to help fight Salazar, I guess. I don't remember ever really setting that up. It's just like a series of random thoughts that I jotted down. This is, I mean, now that I actually, it was kind of cool when I was like thinking it up and writing it down, but now that I actually say it all, it is starting to seem very incoherent and like not that interesting.
So here are my thoughts so far. One, you invented Pirates of the Caribbean Infinity War.
Going to sort of be that. I think I actually explicitly called it that in my notes.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's not the worst idea, right? Like tying there's a reason Infinity War worked the way it did, and I guess like it would be seen as sort of derivative if we tried it again. But just if obviously it's never going to actually happen. And if we're going with plot devices that work to tie previous films together, you can do worse.
Mm-hmm. And my follow up is that, like, this is maybe it's just because you're explaining it very like high level, but I feel like this has the narrative lose coherency and like
A little bit like my notes on it aren't that coherent, and
you fucking
my actual thoughts on it aren't that coherent.
you strung us along for like 7 months. Hey, I have this cool Pirates of the Caribbean
Wow,
pitch.
thanks. That's actually disappointing anyway. Like I did, like I do feel kind of bad that I like sort of didn't really think about it at all after writing it first time. Um, 'Cause I feel like I could have, made that actually interesting to hear if I had. I don't know. It doesn't matter. You can cut this out if you want. Like you have the option to do that.
You think I edit these?
I assumed you did.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Well, now I'm slightly embarrassed to have this out in the world, but
Dude, it's fine. You're fine.
okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I like. I guess like I would just the way to fix these rather than like doing any specific set of things is to just actually have them have a like carry the theme and the arc through the whole time, um and like have the movies actually tie into each other in ways that aren't just like fan service cameos, um because these like except for Dead Man's Chest and At World's End, like the movies are all very standalone and don't follow any sort of broader story. And like the only thing that ties them together is the characters, which is what I was trying and not really apparently succeeding in fix.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I agree. I just think that, like, I think that you don't need to change it as drastically, right? Like,
Mm,
if you go from the first, like, if you go from the first film of like, hey, it's Elizabeth and, um, fucking, Will and Jack, and then you go straight into Stranger Tides, like they're not part of that story.
that is true. I mean, I was going to have them be in it and like maybe sideline the like some of the other characters a little bit that were in that movie. Like you could probably cut Philip and Serena. Well, okay, when we were watching the last one, we were watching On Stranger Tides together. I like had a vague idea that like Philip be important to the like immortal soul versus mortality conflict. You could probably cut Serena, to be honest.
But
And
Kieran, you need the tier of a
you could cut that entire plot line. You also might be able to cut Angelica. Honestly, she doesn't like. I know I said I didn't want to cut her, but now that I'm thinking about it, she doesn't add a whole lot to that story that like Will or Elizabeth or even Karina or Henry for that matter wouldn't add. Or I guess Karina and Henry couldn't be in that because it's set like much long before this. But like, she's not. She. The point is that she's not like that essential to the arc of the series.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, yeah,
And it would still be a very cluttered movie with like Jack and Will and Elizabeth and Philip and Kid and Salazar, but we're both actually at the last minute. But I mean, At World's End was also very cluttered with different characters and protagonists and antagonists, and that it wasn't perfectly executed, but it went off okay all told.
yeah. I don't know.
I mean, a simpler way of redoing it would be to just like just do the movies in the same order with roughly the same plot and setup, just like cutting all the superfluous random diversions they go off of and they go off on, and like actually introducing characters and plot lines in earlier movies than they're like paid off in. So like when Barbosa shows up in the first one, we should see that trident star tattoo and wonder what it means, and then that just doesn't get paid off until later.
Maybe.
Or like when Salazar, when the Spanish captain guy shows up in the fourth one and he gets cursed, like that can be Salazar going into the fifth one instead of just introducing a new character out of the blue who is like randomly important to Jack's backstory. Like, imagine if instead of spending half an hour in Dead Man's Chest on the Pelagostos Island, he had spent like even a third of that half hour, 10 minutes, on a flashback of Baby Jones helping Jack raise the pearl from the depths. Would have made that a much better movie, right?
Um. Yeah. Maybe. I mean,
Sounds sort of skeptical.
just getting rid of the like native plot is probably good, but you don't necessarily have to replace it with anything.
You don't have to, but like rather than having the flashback with Salazar in this movie, which was pretty good, but still like a little bit like I don't know, forced in because of the way that they have to introduce him as a new villain. They could have done something very similar to that, but like actually have it tie into the plot of Dead Man's Chest and the antagonist of Dead Man's Chest. Have that be part of how they set up Jack's backstory going forward. I mean, I guess maybe they kind of wanted to keep him mysterious for a long time.
Who, Jack?
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But there could have been some payoff there that, like, worked in a different way. There's lots of ways you could have changed this to make it better, honestly, but it strikes me that, like, many of them actually just, like, rely on taking what's good about the movies and, like, reinforcing it and drawing it through rather than, like, completely redoing them from the ground up. Like, even my rewrite, which is a pretty dramatic overhaul, still keeps the core arcs and themes and characters. So it's not like I guess if we're gonna do like does it hold up for the series as a whole? I'm gonna probably say yes, even in spite of all the silliness of it. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I guess that was the question, right? Does it hold up? And the answer is that, yeah, I mean, they're all flawed and they're all good enough. Like, they all have qualities of being overlong, needlessly complicated, like, storylines with not a lot of interconnected continuity. And they're fun, action. They have nice set pieces. They have some witty banter. The needless complexity is sometimes fun, right? There's it is a franchise that is, if nothing else, consistent in its like strengths and weaknesses, and it's just sort of how much of each is in each movie.
and like also to an extent, how much you care about the strengths versus the weaknesses.
Yeah.
Like, and like even and that kind of means that within like each individual movie, even you can get some pretty dramatic variance in like, does this part hold up? Like we complained a lot about the marriage scene in this and about the driving the bank around and the guillotine bit. Like the actual climax of this movie and generally just like the third to quarter of it are like even by this series' standard are very very good. Like I definitely enjoyed watching those parts of the movie.
Yeah. Okay. Do we have any like final thoughts?
I'm not not really that many, other than like overall this was fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed doing this Let's Watch. Uh,
Aw,
and that's it.
cool.
Had fun.
We may, after this, be doing a Let's Watch of Marvel movies, which I think we have probably more to talk about.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't think given how this went and given that there's like 5 times as many of them, I don't think I will be doing like a pitch for how I would have handled the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
God, there isn't like, I mean, we we can get into that when it's time to get into that.
Could,
But
but I don't think we're going to be able to like really figure out like what would have worked, not worked on a very high level because it's so like varied between movies. But I mean, that's a question for another time, of course.
you know what, you know what, Kieran.
Huh?
Since you did the big long pitch, how to fix pirates, right? I think I'll accept that challenge.
Oh no, you're gonna make me look bad.
How to fix the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I mean,
100% accurate,
the thing about the
objective
MCU is that there
fact.
is a lot less to fix there than there is with Pirates. Like, not that these movies are bad that we just went over, but like the MCU was done like with future movies in mind, and it's just kind of like this movie's the weakness of the Pirates series is in some ways a strength for the MCU.
Hmm.
So it's like if there is stuff to fix, it's on a completely different axis of like movie quality and writing, I guess.
Yeah. All right.
Again,
Well,
questions
thank
for
you.
another time.
Yes, for
Thank
another
you all
time.
for watching if you have been watching.
Dear God. Insane. Why? Why would you do this to yourself?
All right,
Until next time.
everyone.